It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Buffalo Bills. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Now this will make it into the end zone.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 25-yard line.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So into Pats territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 35, back to work on second and 4. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Oh, he breaks another. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 10 more there and another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on first and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Chase Winovich.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
And goal at the 1-yard line.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Gun.
On 1st and 10, Newton connects with Sanu right side. Mohamed Sanu with nobody ahead of him. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
At the 22-yard line.
Just like that.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
But Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum, because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Justin Rohrwasser now for the Patriot field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it. And from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Complete to T.J. Yeldon.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
Allen's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
The quarterback sack.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Corey Bojorquez on to punt for the Bills.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. On the return, it's White. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Patriots take over.
6-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the ground, this is Michel. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. A give. This is Michel. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Delaney Walker. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Down at the 39-yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Corey Bojorquez.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
18-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. This one caught by Lee. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. A play fake to Michel, now Newton. Cam fighting, he lost the football, it's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35.
There it is.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marquise Lee. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. That big score all started with Cam being forced from the pocket, but when he's outside of the pocket, it doesn't really bother him.
And part of that is the word you use, big, right? He bought extra time by moving outside of the pocket, which means receivers can get downfield farther, and Cam's got more than enough arm to find them, and we end up with a big play.
Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
2-yard line.
They'll run it. This is Michel. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to look deep for Edelman. It's caught inside the 25.
Greatest show on earth, baby.
All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 46. To throw again. Allen escaping the pressure right. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Chase Winovich brought him down. A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Allen going to try and throw on third down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
7-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Newton on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it here. This is James White. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. Try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Allen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. John Simon that time coming through to make the play. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Working out out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
The Patriots.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A gain of 3, second down.
49-yard line.
2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And he lets go a laser, pulled in by Edelman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Julian Edelman.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
39-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's White. Now Cam, option left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A throw by Newton going to be caught by Harry. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
To Sony Michel.
A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
Brings up second.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The 29-yard line.
4 yards remain for second down.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Bills first down.
On the ball. Here we go. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 50.
On first down, Singletary. Bo Allen on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The 44-yard line.
2nd and 9 from the 44. From the gun, Allen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. Past the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So Stephon Gilmore, an All-Pro Defensive Player of the Year in 2019, had his first career pick 6 a season ago, and he delivers another one here. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he'll go out of bounds, but 10 yards inside of enemy territory at the 40. Great return.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Down, Buffalo.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Throwing is Allen on third. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
I'm here. 46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike.
Operating from the gun. Allen eluding the pressure right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. And that seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. And it's Michel once again. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
3 brings up third and 8.
Big stop.
On third down, Michel. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Michel. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Number 37.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with third and 5.
Matt Milano on the
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
third and
New England on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be third and 5. Here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a first and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at about the 32.
I'm on. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Russell run.
From the gun, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Michel. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Allen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Allen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a loss of 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
4-yard line.
49, guys. Mike, 49. I'm going to run you over.
They'll toss to Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So I'm not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. Allen now on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He's got it at the 15. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards.
A gain of 46 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he comes back with one complete.
Allen's pass.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout
It's a gain
as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And again, it's Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free.
How you like me now?
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as